Hello. Good evening. How y'all darlings? Make sure my volume's up. Hello. Well, you and Juice got the jump on everybody today, huh? Happy Friday. Happy early New Year. What else is going on? Tonight we'll do a little global recap of headlines. We got a couple things we're going to talk about. Now, as far as the back channels in the Intel community go, there ain't a whole lot going on, unless y'all know something I don't. Let me get these cards straightened out. I got your oracle cards all ready to go. And these just decide to flip on me here. Oh, been a busy day around here. I was able to take a nap earlier, but I laid on my shoulder funny, and I think I pinched a nerve because my hand's real numb. So I'm going to try to shuffle these cards the best I can tonight. So, have you guys had a good week? I talked to you on Wednesday, and we looked into our future paths, which we'll be doing some more of that too. Lots of people are putting out their 2023 guesses of how the year is going to go, which I think it'll go well because we're entering the age of Aquarius. Yep, and which means Pluto is being reset. We haven't had that since the American Revolutionary War, so it's good. You've been working all week in a creative job. Good for you, Denver. I hope it brings you peace and joy. Hi, Miss Joe. How you doing, honey? Dumplings in here. Dragonfly. Talked to Nadia earlier. I think she's going to join us unless she's karaokeing early. So, Nadia gave me some questions to ask. We're going to look into those. They're world events. All right. So what are the headlines y'all want me to focus on tonight? Anything in particular? My phone just let me know I was live. You watching Christmas movies? Yeah. My daughter already took her Christmas tree down, but she didn't have a lot of space, so she went ahead and took it down. Nothing I haven't either, and I've looked at some of the headlines, and I mean, I was told that Bolsonaro he left Brazil. Nadia wants to know about Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel. Why the Israelis want him out if they're the ones that voted him in. So we might look to see if he's a plant by government. We're also going to look into this so-called Black Swan event and get an update on that. There was a lot of chatter that it may happen today, and that may be in the form of like a financial crash, but you know, day's about gone and I ain't seen nothing. So we're going to sit here and manifest this fruit fly not biting the crap out of me tonight. My daughter bought, there's a cantaloupe or something in there. Just one stinking fruit fly, just enough to aggravate the crap out of me. All right. And Nadia wanted to know, do y'all remember last year, the New Year's? I don't watch that ball drop, but I had heard about it, that there was a glitch and it paused. Something had happened. So she asked that we might look in to see if they're going to have another issue like that. Never know. Hello, Miss Nadia. All right, let me fix this chat, which I was able to go back in and click a button and find the chat from Wednesday's show. It's just the most contrary thing. Sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't, but all the buttons are pushed. So, well, we'll just jump right into it. Deb, what you got? Is Biden going to get us in a war with Russia, China, and Iran? Well, if it is, it's all going to be fake and part of the movie because he's not the commander in chief. So, but we'll look. All right. And we're saying hi to Lois. That's Joe's mama. All right. So let's take this first question. We call him BB. Netanyahu over in Israel. They're saying that if he's sworn in, if the Israelis voted him in, why are they protesting to get him out? So let's ask, what's going on with Israel? Let's see. Your husband wants to know that question about the Israeli question, Dad? Which one? You tell me. Be specific. Hi, Debbie Foreman. How you, darling? Welcome, welcome. Oh, Biden. Okay. All right. Let me write this down so I don't lose it in the chat. Is Biden going to get us in a war? Well, that could be the Black Swan event, too. What else are we going to do? Wake these people up. Get us in a war. All right, then. Hi, Michael. Dance your way in, honey. All right, so we're asking about Israel and Netanyahu. Why are they protesting if they voted him in? Because apparently it don't make no sense. What's going on with this guy? It's kind of what I thought. He's not really the leader. Y'all enjoy this movie. It's to wake their people up. I want to show them what kind of a deep state person he is. All right. See your base card here, King of Swords. Okay. A man and justice needs to be served. All right. So with Netanyahu over in Israel with people, people are not happy, losing sleep, and stressed out over it. Do not want this man in there, okay? They feel like they're in limbo, but they're just going to have to wait a little bit because they're being shown a message, okay? But what you're seeing with him in power is absolutely not true because there's your moon illusion. He's not in power. He ain't got nothing to do with it. He's playing his role. Yeah. And it sure is fooling the people. Pick his cards up. Maybe. Yep. There's your fool. It's fooling the people. He ain't the leader. He ain't in charge of nothing. It's to wake him up. Okay. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Now remember, this is an abundance card. So it has to do with the financial situation in Israel. But remember, tens, it's going to wrap up real quick. So it ain't going to be in there that long. Okay? All right. It's to show the world. This is world stage here. So, yeah. How bad he is. Okay? And he's come out and said a few things recently that just are horrible. All right. So now, here's your Page of Wands. Okay? Starting over. The Israeli people want a new beginning. They want a new fresh start because with this guy in there, they feel stuck and they've just had it. Look at this. 10 of Swords, just absolutely surrendered. The people are just fed up. There's another 10. It won't last long. It's going to wrap up, come to an end. Okay? Here's your Deep State card. Okay? It's to show how nasty and ugly and involved he was with the Deep State. All right. Now, they're going to apparently have the same situation a lot of countries are because we have the final two cards as knights, okay? Being a go-getter coming quickly, all right? Going and a new project will be started with new people as the government, okay? And then the Knight of Wands is also charged and ready to go. So the military are ready to step in. This is just to open the people's eyes. People did not vote him in. He is planted there for the world stage movie, which most of the things we're seeing are. Okay. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you, darling? All right. So, all righty. So that's our Israeli question. So he's a plant, and you're watching a movie to wake people up about deep state issues, okay? But the military are going to take care of that. All right? Nadia, did that answer your question, honey? Did you want to ask anything else on it? Yeah, where you been, Lisa? You doing all right? All right, now, let's see. Let's go ahead and ask the question if Biden's going to get us into a war. Now, we know we'll have illusion cards because he's not the commander-in-chief. Let's see if that's even a possibility. Okay? Let's look into it. All right. And then we'll look into our Black Swan event. And this, if he does get us into like a fake war, that could be the Black Swan event. So we'll ask Spirit if they'll include that in there. If they announce that we're going to go to war, is that the Black Swan event or World War III? That's been talked about. And then we'll look into see what's going to happen New Year's Eve, if there's going to have a glitch in that little ball thing that they do. You exhausted? It's the energy, sweetheart. Moving into this Aquarian age in the new year, it's draining a lot of people, honey. Just keep your spirits high. Just keep your spirits high. All right, make sure no one's messaging me here. All right. So is Biden going to get us into a war? And if he does, let us know that it's fake. If it's going to wake people up. What's going on? All right. All right, your base card's Six of Pentacles. Now, it's humanitarian, it's giving and receiving. So let's see what we're going to give and receive with this. All these drippy droppies. They're just letting him run with this deep state. These little baby pages. Okay. So, yes, it's a very good possibility. Need to see the secrets of this deep state. A lot of the same answers from the Netanyahu question. Okay, so now your base card, it'll make some sense in just a second. Giving and receiving. Meaning people are just going to receive the information and they're going to take it in for what it's worth. All right. Knight of Pentacles. This is very strategically and slowly, methodically thought out by the military, okay? Yep. All right. Now, King of Pentacles, it just shows his leadership, okay? All right. Now, it's a generational card. It's going to show the true Joe Biden. Not that it's a real Joe Biden, you know what I mean? For all the generations or decades that he's been in politics, of how dirty he really is. You're just going to have to hang on and be in limbo a little bit longer before we get an answer of when they're going to announce it. Very big possibility. They need to announce like a Black Swan, like a World War III for our baby pages. They'll be very shocked about this. Okay. Page of Cups is bringing, it's going to emotionally shock them. Okay. Cups are emotions. And look at the little fishy in there. He's kind of jumping back. It's going to shock the unaware, okay? All right. So now this is also representing Joe Biden because the King of Cups is somebody with no boundaries, okay? They're letting him go. They're just They're putting that story out there because of the deep state and the devil, all right? Let him destroy what appears to be destroying our country, okay? Because these guys need to be woken up. Those little drippy drop pages. So, yeah. Now, what you truly need to understand is that we're moving away into a new beginning, okay? But the drippy drop pages do not know this, okay? But the Ace of Wands is, yes, it's their desire to put that information out to wake people up. Will there be a physical war? No. No. All right. Okay, this is a military moving forward card. The Chariot is also overcoming adversities, moving forward. Okay, so we're going to get past this real quick, but they're pushing forward the deep state's agenda. This is what they wanted. Remember, deep state card, and the devil was in this reading as well, to reveal these little secrets they've got of what their plan was. You know that. Well, they used to call it Agenda 2021. Now it's Agenda 2030. Yeah, to have us at war and miserable. And all right, so you're giving and receiving is just the information that's going to come out, but it is not real. All right, it's part of the movie. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just to wake people up, Deb. Yep. All right. So everybody, yeah, no flu's going around, the ascension sickness. Sometimes it's hard to tell which one's which, but it's a little bit of everything. And the cough is awful. I'm still congested. Well, it's just not fun. I'm doing everything I can to take care of it, but Michael's dancing away. He got his rose. He's gonna do a tango. All right. So let's look into New Year's Eve and their little glitch they had last year with the ball dropping and there being a pause. Could there be a glitch in this year's New Year's show? I don't watch it. I could be asleep. I may not be. It just depends. Just depends. All right. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves. Nadia, you're real quiet tonight. Are you getting ready to go karaoke again? All right. Let's see. New Year's glitches. Are there calms? You never know what's going on with this New Year's thing. You're doing the tango. You keep those spirits up, Michael. I like that. All right. Interesting. Looks like we may have some fishy business going on New Year's Eve. Okay. So it looks like there could be glitches and comms, but I have illusions in here, so it may not be what you think. All right. So yes, there are some things that are being interesting. They had planned on doing something. Well, apparently the military's there. All right. This is going to be just fine for the collective. What was your base card? Wow. 10 of Swords. To be wrapped up and completed and surrender. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, that whole event on New Year's Eve could be a lot of times the deep state does things, and we need to. It's just us looking into the future and what's going to happen. Okay, Three of Wands is just looking out over the horizon to see what's coming. Okay, They're going to be serving some justice that night because the Queen of Swords is about bringing justice and balance to the situation. Okay? Something's going to be happening that night. Do you guys watch it? We'll have to be taking notes to get some communications from it. I need to get one of those things to help me pick up these cards. My fingers are not sticking very well. Plus they're tingly. I've got a pinched nerve or something in my shoulder. All right. So 8 of Wands. This New Year's Eve thing, whatever it is, it's going to come quickly. It could resolve itself really quickly. But there's going to be a glitch somehow, somewhere. So we're just going to have to be diligent about watching it, okay? All right. Now, 6 of Cups. Now, this is a sibling card. It's a humanitarian card. It's a littles card. A lot of stuff. It's gift giving as well. So we may be giving a. You think, Job, I could talk tonight? We may be getting a gift from it through the comms, okay? But whatever happens is not real. It's an illusion. Does anybody even go to this event? I remember there used to be tens of thousands of people, but what we're seeing on TV, is it real? Because this is an illusion. Now, is there going to be an event or a glitch that something happens? Yes. You have an Ace of Wands, and it's followed with the Ace of Cups, delivering a message. So the Alliance has the desire with the Wands to deliver it, and the Cups, it could upset some people, as that the Cups are emotions and messages. Interesting. Now, this makes me wonder. 5 of Swords. 5s are short-lived events. So if there's a glitch, he's the thief card as well. So somebody might try to mess with it, but it won't last very long. 5s just are very short-lived events, okay? I don't know how long it took the ball to get going again last year. It could be something like that. All right, 7 of Pentacles. This is just watch and wait, okay? Because it's all staged and set and ready to go. But it's okay. The outcome's going to be good. There's a beautiful sun card. So it's going to be enough to throw some people off, or they're scratching their head going, what in the world is going on? But with that moon, it's telling me it's not what we think. So don't panic, okay? But the Knight of Swords, that's a military card. He's a messenger, and it's coming very quickly. Apparently, it's going to be something so obvious that you'll catch on real quick what it might be, okay? But this is a positive celebratory card with the collective. That's your 3 of Cups. So we may get it as people looking for hidden messages, hidden comms, but it'll be a good message. And everybody else may just, okay, this is what it's going to do to everybody else. Interesting. They're going to feel left out in the cold and like they ain't a part of something. They'll not be able to participate in something. They're just going to be feeling left out and bypass what's going on. And this is inner turmoil. It may cause fights. I hope that there's no false flags or anything like that going on that day, because that's scary to be in a place like that, not many people. 2 of Wands, it's going to make people feel like they have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like maybe they'll go, maybe they won't go. Okay? So as far as New Year's, a little something. If you do watch it or you do go and participate it, for those of you that are in around Times Square, maybe you can report back. I don't normally watch that, so if you guys do, maybe there'll be some comms. There's plenty of people in the community that will be looking for things like that. All right. Spit it out, sausage fingers. You ain't kidding. I can't feel that. There's no feeling in the tips of these 3 fingers, and they've been glitching. But my shoulder's all messed up. I got rotator cuff problems, and I slipped on it funny earlier, and that did not help. So I can't get a hold of the cards. We love Jo, and she makes us laugh. We love her. Are they urging people to send letters to the Supreme Court in support of Brunson Brothers case? Are we supposed to do this? Yeah, that's what they're saying. I know the cards told us that these things hadn't been settled, but I have pulled cards on another with the military, and that it had already gone through the Supreme Court from 2020, um, and that was already resolved, and the Brunson case was just to show the people. But we'll look and see, Deb, if you should be sending letters. Deb Naughty's always working on me, honey. I keep her in business. That's all she does, work on me. I'm always falling apart. Massage my wrist. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my back's all jacked up. You just sleep funny. I mean, I have a good rare talent that I can hurt myself in a dead sleep. I'm just that talented. No need to pull. You don't want to pull. How about we do a quick 3 card pull? Should you write a letter and do a yes or no question? Let's just see if they're asking for that. Maybe it's just to get people to let the Supreme Court know how we feel. I'm pretty sure they know how we feel. I'd like to think so. Yeah, she's got a rotator cuff problem from working on me. She's always got her hands working up. Joe, you're so funny. Tell us if we should be writing these letters to the Supreme Court. And 2 just got spit out, so it's an important enough question to answer. We'll see what these are, and I'll pull the 3rd. Hmm. You so choose if you want to. It doesn't have to be, it's not necessary. This is going to be a slow to change to come out. There's your death card. Death to that election. It's over. Okay. The decision's already been made. They're just slow of letting us know about it. Thanks for nothing, people. It's part of the issue, right? Well, we were told if we got in a hurry and really wanted him to move forward on that stuff, the deep state had traps for us, including nukes, and we don't want to take that chance. It's slow to change, but it's coming. Death to the old system. King of Pentacles. Now here's your alliance card. He's a man of integrity, and he understands, and he's going to bring the justice. It's going to be fine. 8 of Pentacles is your worker bee card. They're working on it. And I think that they're going to come out with that whether you write a letter or not. So, Deb, if you want to, honey, you go right ahead. All right. Is it a blah day, Michael? What's wrong, honey? Letdowns. I know, honey. Yeah, Amber kept saying, being the last work day of the year, that there might be some big black swan financial crash, something, because we've been told this RV has to be implemented by January 1st. It's irritating, I know. People are tired. Lee's already laying down. He only worked a few hours this morning. I know. Everybody is tired. It's waiting. But now, I have to reflect and be grateful for the alliance and our off-worlder help, because if they had just gone forward and done the things that, to reveal the real truth, to lock these people up, I mean, they've been doing it, but to let the world know, people be taking their own lives, jumping out of buildings. The deep state would have interfered. We'd probably be dead. So they know something we don't. Remember, they've got Operation Looking Glass. Yeah, we have 97% of the children now. There's still little pockets that they are, rescuing. And you guys need to understand that we are going to continue having issues with human trafficking, but making it so much harder on them, getting rid of the underground stuff. I mean, we're going to have evil. We've got years of work to do for humanitarian. Okay. just because they're going to flip a switch and everybody, some of us are going to have some money and be able to do some humanitarian projects, doesn't erase evil. It will get better, but it's going to take time. But they still have pockets of the littles that they're still rescuing. I'm working on it. Michael's going to put on a show. Yeah, we are, Dumpling. We keep our energy as high as we can. It's not always easy to do. You see beautiful colors in the clouds. Violet. I've been seeing a lot of violet too. Yeah, which is good. That's a beautiful color for high vibrations. Enjoy. I know the energy's off with the little ones in my house because Israel's mom. Yesterday was little man's birthday. He's 2 years old now. And we've got some jealousy issues in the house over a new toy, and it's just, it is what it is. You are correct, Michael. He said AI doesn't have intuition or free will, and that's why AI is trying to get into transhumanism. That's what the deep state wanted, so they could take away the dogma of faith and religion on people, no matter what it is. Because you have free will. And if they can just turn the switch on in your brain and you do as they say, then they would win. But AI that's what they wanted. And we said, nope, don't think so. Yep, and we just keep moving forward every day that you get up. And I want to talk to you about this. Starting a new year, I've never been one to do resolutions, but we can change thought patterns and work on ourselves. We are doing it. We just have down days. Everybody's got a bad day every once in a while. I talked to y'all about keeping a journal. Maybe in 2023, we can either share. I think we all share a lot of things that are going on in our lives personally. If you want to do that, we could do it together. Doesn't have to be fancy. One little line a day of how your day was and how you want your day to be tomorrow, what you can change. That's a good thing to do. It holds you accountable for yourself. Yeah, that is a big portion of what the vax was for. Whew, my ear is pounding now. Oh, yeah, the vax because of the graphene oxide. Yeah, because it responds to, not only does it cause the blood clots, but it responds to um, elect- electromagnetic pulses, and it can be controlled with that 5D stuff. Good idea, Deb. She said we could do vision boards. And that's a good idea because if you're looking at it, you have a visual to be able to see what you're working on manifesting. You know, I was hoping to be moved out of this house by this time, and I'm manifest, but when spirit source says not yet, then not yet. So, but that's a good idea. Vision boards can be things that are printed off. Or remember, we were kids, they would give us old magazines and we'd cut out and make collages out of them. That's a thought. Yeah. Thank you, Dumpling, for the birthday wishes. Little man had a good day. He had one of his favorite meals, which is like chili mac with cheese on it. He just loves that stuff. And his mama baked him a cake, taught her how to make homemade icing. She's always wanted me to buy icing, but she learned how to make homemade icing yesterday. And he got some presents and tore up the house. And then the kids fought over the toys today and tore up the house. And so it was a normal day. Yeah. Good for you, Dad. So you use the old magazines like we used to as kids, like making collages. That's awesome. Yeah, Joe, because it's the real sun that's healing. It's not the fake flip switch the nightlight on. It's real. Normal day. It is a normal day for me. Yeah, them fighting and tearing stuff up. Love to write gratitude in the journal. Is to paint a chalkboard on the wall. That's it. I've done that before, Nadia. Not in this house, but we have in other homes, and they work great. Yeah. So what is today? The 30th. So we've got another day. So maybe Monday morning, if you guys want to participate, we could, all agree to start a journal. You can either keep it very private, choose to not share it at all, or we could discuss that over Monday morning coffee each week. Just not the whole show if you don't want to. It depends on. But we share as a collective what we're going through. It's how we help each other and how we manifest changes. Where is she always yelling? Nadia always needs to yell at me. Probably because she's in pain from having to work on me all the time. All right, guys. So what other questions do we want to look into? Any other global headlines? And if there aren't any, there's none. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Is there something else you want to talk about or pull cards on? It doesn't have to be global. I'll pull any cards you want. Joe, have you got an update on those people and their finances for that house? Y'all crazy. I'm glad y'all talking to each other. Yeah. Has it made you feel better, Joe, looking at the sun? Because it's supposed to be very healing. Not yet. Okay. Well, just give it some time. You walking Schneider with chicken. Chicken says hi. Squeak, squeak, chicken. Hi, Schneider. All right. All right. So Michael says he's seeing beautiful things in the sky. He was walking his doggies this morning. Okay. Your blurry eyes. Yeah, Deb, do you think that you need to go to the eye doctor or do you think it's part of your ascension? My blurriness has cleared up. So that part has gone. Now everybody's different. Yeah. I just absolutely think the sun is more healing. I think, of course, I mean, even in the winter, if you can get out and get some fresh air with the sun, but when the warm weather gets here, I think we'll find that we're going to be able to naturally absorb more vitamin D and get more healing from the sun because it's real. Blurry as ascension. Yeah. Okay. Are we raising our frequency globally now, or are we at the same frequency? Okay, well, let's just ask Creator Source where we're at. Are we getting better? Because then we'll get beautiful cards. We'll get aces. We'll get the sun, high levels. If it tells us things that we're, well, I was getting ready to say this card, like the Nine of Swords, if we're always worried and stuff, it'll come up and let us know if Source and Spirit thinks we're worrying too much. Dragonfly, it was nice here today too. You're probably getting the weather I had yesterday. Um, we've had a couple of really nice days. We had to turn the heat off. Isn't that funny? Polar vortex was freezing this one week and I had to turn it off. You want to do an update on the QFS, Michael? Okay. Michael, we should look in to see if we're going to have a black swan market crash. I just wish they'd get on with it. We can pull cards on Deb's Blurry Vision. Nadia, that very well could be releasing something from the past. And when you see your oracle cards, it may agree with you if that's what they meant. Dumpling still. Okay, so it's thawed out. All right. All right. Well, let's see where our frequency is. See if Creator Source will let us know how we're doing. Maybe even be able to improve it if we're not doing very good. Oop. Okay. 2 cards spit out. Said pick me, pick me. So we are. Let's see what we got. Ooh. All right. 2 beautiful cards to start out with. We're doing good. Our frequency is raising. We're doing real good. They're encouraging us to push a little bit harder, though. Interesting. I've got 2 10s stacked on top of each other, which means that we're getting ready to change dramatically. They want us to push a little bit harder. Okay. So Spirit Source is happy with us. Okay. All right. So the King of Swords is, yes, our thought and our mind and our words have been positive. Okay. Because that's a sword. King of Swords is a justice, fair man. So they think that we're doing quite well, that we're using and changing the frequency of our thought process to raise the energy and the vibration. That's a good thing because he's high up there as a major arcana. Okay, look at this. We've got a lot of 10s in here. That means we're getting ready to change dramatically. But this is the 10 of Cups, and it's a wish card. Your hearts and desires of a wish that you want to come true, manifesting. Okay, so it's coming true. Our wishes are coming true. Now, it being a 10, remember, 10 means wrapping things up. It means we're getting ready to get our wishes, okay? And I know what Michael's thinking, and I agree. QFS would help. So asking Spirit if we were raising our frequency and vibration. Sausage Fingers will pick this card up. You have a big ace, the Ace of Wands. They love the energy of our hearts and desires. So that's good. We're doing good. We're getting a pat on the back. Now, this is interesting. They're stacked on top of each other, but I'm only going to read the top one right now. It is another 10, okay? We have worked hard on this. It means coming at the end of your workday and carrying the burden. We've worked hard on raising our frequency, and we've done quite well. 10s are wrapping it up, okay? That means we're getting ready to have an energy change. But it's going to be a positive one because there's your sun. So that's a beautiful thing. And I think the physical sun's going to help us as well. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like winter because it gives me winter blues. But with the real sun being present now, and seeing multiple suns and multiple moons and seeing the other realms break through in our ascension, it's very positive. All right, so here's some things we need to work on, okay? Remember not to leave yourself out as the hermit, okay? Do not try to go this alone. So these are your advice cards. Do not try to do this by yourself. We're doing this as a collective. Now, if you work together as a collective, this energy is going to come so fast, and these changes are going to come very fast with great balance, okay? It's great. So they're advising you, don't be the hermit, be the fool. Take the leap of faith and do it, okay? So apparently we've graduated from this last little bout of raising our frequency, and they want us to go further and to continue our soul contract, all right? Agree to push even harder because we have the ability to do this. Now, here's that final 10 card. It says surrender to the good energy. Surrender to it. It's okay. So this is coming. Looking into the future. This is just looking and what's ahead on the horizon. Don't panic when you see this card. The Tower card, it just means big, huge changes are coming. Okay? Don't be afraid of it. Nice. Okay. So we're going to keep doing this. The Divine Feminine is really pushing us and helping us do this. Here's your Worker Bee card. We've worked so hard and everything's lining up exactly the way it is. It's supposed to be. This is good. And then your final confirmation are the 2 beautiful queens. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is a manifester. She's very, very focused on what she's doing, and she can bring good fortune by raising the vibrations of your desires, and she makes peace with it. She's a go-getter, okay? So the divine feminine energy is pushing us to take it to the next level. So that's good. All right. Oh, your base card was the High Priestess, meaning using that divine energy and your intuition. We're taking the next step in the next level. Okay. Yeah, talk about throwing money. What? If my husband passed, he would throw pennies at me. Tell him to start throwing dollar bills. That would help. Yeah, that's not uncommon. Past loved ones will leave gifts, and if it resonates with you, little things, whether it's coins or whatever, that's common. Are all the Southwest flight delays and cancellations due to weather or personal shortages because of the jab or sabotage? Good question, Denise. Well, Deb, surrender is in just agree to go to the next level. It's only going to get better, sweetie. Her energy's off the roof already. I'm so happy for you. But that's okay. Keep a journal and help others. And if you've got a secret, that's really cool, Dragonfly. All right, so we'll look into, Denise wants to know about the flights. Michael, I'm going to, he's taking 20s. I thought we were supposed to throw dinar at you. Okay. All right. Michael, let's look at the update on the QFS. Then we're going to look into the flight delays and see if it's weather or it's because they don't have anybody. All right. All right, Dan. Damn, send Zims. Yeah. I'm telling you, I got on that Forbes. Lee and I were talking about it. The currency calculator to change it over. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's going to change because it keeps going up. All right. Michael's dancing for dinar, guys. Well, at least he don't want you throwing dong at him. Or dung. No, that's not a currency. You know what I mean. All right. So, Michael, here's your update on the QFS. Hopefully we'll see lots of pentacles. We'll look for a time. Last time we did it, it didn't give us one. It was being secretive. Lee just came through. Magic Mike. No dongs. Michael says no dongs. Or dung. All right. Hey, put your supper in the refrigerator if you want something. He's been snoozing. Sounds like a plan. All right. He's been lazy. He's got a long weekend. He's going to enjoy it. And Monday is our youngest birthday. She turned 17, Miss Gabrielle. Had lots of birthdays between that and Christmas. Well, Michael. Well, we were starting out okay. And then we had an asshole pop in here. Let's see if we can make sure that... Okay. They're not real bad. We've got some that are just a pain in the butt because it's the same thing we're always getting. Like, why isn't it going on? All right. King of Pentacles. This is the manifester of money here. Okay. He's the king of abundance. All right. QFS. Abundance for the collective. Remember, 3 of Cups. We're going to be celebrating. Now, here's the Alliance. Okay. Now, The collective includes the alliance because they're a part of this as well. So when it comes to the quantum financial system, they're standing their ground, okay? I'm getting it out there. Their heart and desire with these wands is to put it out there. They have to stand their ground. Okay, now we can look at this card two different ways, but I have to look at it negatively aspected because of the card that's sitting beside of it, which means there's still inner turmoil and fighting over the amount of the exchange rates, okay, and securing it, okay. The reason I have to negatively aspect it is because this guy is sitting right beside of it. You still got pockets of the bankers in the deep state. I'm not talking about the 13 families and all that stuff. So, Michael, unfortunately, Hangman, still in a little bit of limbo and still a little bit of a wait. I am going to look at numbers to see what that means. This is just you looking out into the horizon, like, when's it coming? Let me see. Well, it's coming. Because there's the Empress, and she is about abundance. She's a very wealthy woman. So basically, we've already known this. We just got to get rid of these assholes that ran up. Okay. Now, don't be fooled. Use this time to continue to increase your stash, basically. All right? Go for it. It says don't be fooled. Just go for it. Keep going. All right? All right. Page of Wands, having the heart and desire to start something new. That's us wanting to start our humanitarian. Well, we need to get our own families together, take care of the littles, because that's a page. But we have a heart and desire to start new projects, start new contracts, because that's the Lover's card. We want to start new projects and get things done. The Knight of Cups, to bring the message. It's going to change a lot of people's emotions, but they're very carefully tiptoeing and doing it. It's military. All right. All right. Spirit feels how we feel. Now, remember, all the work's been put in. Now we wait. That's a 10 to wrap up the day's work. They're wrapping it up. Okay. They're trying to get the most of your money. That's the Four of Pentacles. They're trying to be very careful so you can get the most out of it to hold on to. Because we also don't want to have to pay taxes on these things because that's illegal. All right. So some advice is don't be the Five of Cups. Don't be in the depressed mode and thinking you've lost. You haven't. Look what's behind you. You're still doing okay. Right? It's going to be all right. But, it takes time to undo all this. I've been doing it for thousands of years. Your base card is Four of Wands. That's We the People celebration card. So that's a good base. Yeah, it's honest. And, if it's not a good feel good, then we just hope for the best and we manifest the changes that it needs. All right. Depends on what they are. Deb, there's a lot of talk that they're still reevaluating some of them because they realize that the assets are so great in some of the countries that they can actually raise the rate. And they're going to, these guys are going to give you the best rate that can possibly come out of it. Go walk your puppy, Michael. Go for it, honey. And you are very welcome. All right, Denise wants to know about these flights. Is it because of the weather, or is it because they don't have anybody to work because of the jabberdoos? Yeah, his stash. I don't think it's that kind of stash, Nadia. Maybe. Well, that's all right. Joe's picking on everybody in the age. Is Nadia the baby in here? Yeah, besides me. All right. Denise, let's see what's going on with these airlines. Yeah, we do. We do want the highest rates. All right. What is going on with these airlines? Excuse you. You getting the hiccups? Did you find something to eat? Okay. It went down the wrong way, didn't it? Uh-huh. Well, guys, as far as these airlines go, you know what? Uh-oh, he's getting sick. You all right? He's got a really closed off esophagus, and sometimes food just doesn't go down very well. This is interesting with these. Well, apparently they're doing this. It's a little bit of both, Denise. Working on it. It's going to be all right, though. Okay, so with the airlines, let's look at these little baby pages, trying to wake these guys up. Okay, stepping out and doing something new. Apparently, they're revamping the airlines or something. Interesting. Okay, Chariot, moving forward with this, so that it'll get moving again. So weather was part of it, but they're also moving forward with getting more people. They have some. It's interesting that they're doing this. I think they've got a financial issue here because the Knight of Pentacles, people just aren't flying the way they used to, and they can't pay the people. If they've got, I don't know, do they still have those restrictions where you can't work for them unless you're jabbed? But it's causing a big financial crisis, so they'll also use that as an excuse to cancel flights. Interesting. Nine of Cups is a wish card. It's their wish to find balance. Be patient and wait with the Temperance card. It's their wish to get it back up and moving with that Chariot moving forward. Okay? They're not telling the whole truth because that's the Fool. They're fooling these baby pages. Interesting. But working on it. Now, Pentacles is financial too, so they're working on trying to. I mean, I haven't flown in years, but it was to my understanding their rates are going through the roof, but they're working on a plan to make sure that this can work out. But it looks like a little bit of both. The weather does cause some issues, but they are having staff and money issues. And if that's the case, they'll tell anybody anything. King of Swords, justice is coming because he is a king and a leader of justice, so it will be served. I think they're going to have to come out with the truth because of these swords. They're going to have to come out with the truth about why they don't have pilots and staff and the money. They've put in the work to get the money. Now they have to wait to see what's going to happen. But don't worry about it. It's going to be okay as far as travel goes because there's your Sun card. It's a beautiful card, beautiful outcome. Queen of Wands. So if you have a heart and desire to travel, it'll have a peaceful ending. She's a go-getter. It'll get done. But it's part of it. Hi, Jonna. How are you, honey? Yeah, Jonna, you are correct. So we have a little bit, and it ties in with the Pentacles and the money because now they have to pay the pilots who haven't had it, and they're probably demanding a whole lot more money because they're having to fly a whole lot more too. So Southwest is the only one that didn't require the shot. That's so sad. And these poor pilots, they work how many years learn how to fly and be really good at this, and now they can never fly again without running the risk of dying midair. I mean, it's just so sad. Yes, y'all welcome John Cooper in here. Welcome. Well, give you our warmest welcomes. We have another darling in the family. Evil. You saw that about the jab too, but why did it affect Southwest so hard and not the other airlines? I heard about that, Lisa. Well, we had a lot of pentacles, so I think they're having a money crisis. Deep state wanting to mess with them. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if you've got 150 to 300 people on a plane and the pilots die midair and it crashes? It's just, they do these things for sacrifice as well, and that's disgusting. Yeah. Southwest, if they're evil, just that particular company of who runs it, still stranded. Oh, you're welcome. I saw it. And I thought, well, it's John and Nuh. So it's John Nuh. You are welcome. Let's just pull cards real quick to see if Southwest is evil. It'd be cleaning stuff up and then having to hire new people. That's probably why we've got some pentacles in there. Yeah. Let's just see if we've got some deep state stuff here with Southwest Airlines. Yeah, if they're going in and cleaning house. So, yeah. I just wonder if they're just so short-staffed because they're running and hiding. Because we don't know. I mean, their transportation, they could be trafficking people. Interesting. Well, justice is coming. Apparently, the military has stepped in. Your base card is the justice card. And I have justice cards in here as well. All right. Yeah, the Hermit. So they're one of the only one of the airlines that's having issues with this right now. They're kind of out on their own. Not everybody is evil that works for them. Obviously, some good people do, because there's your Two of Swords, the fear of the unknown. Not quite sure. They're not quite sure what's going to happen with their company. They've got lots of secrets. There's your Four of Swords. Remember, hidden secrets. They've been doing something nefarious. And the people that are running it, this is them. And, well, the people taking the flights and can't get anywhere, too, are losing sleep. But the deep state itself are running scared, losing sleep over this. But look at these beautiful justice as well as the base card justice. Queen of Swords is she's waiting for justice to be served with that sword is straight up and down. She not putting up with nothing. Because remember, she'll go to war if she has to, but she'd rather keep peace. But she wants justice served one way or another. Yeah, apparently it's causing financial because that King of Pentacles is coming in there. Southwest, are they going bankrupt? Because it's going to be slow. This whole system is slow to change with that death card. And the death card is the physical death as well with pilots, but it's also taking out the deep state because remember, you see a Hierophant there. So, death to the deep state and their ways, and the military has stepped in. So, the Knight of Cups. It's very emotional. It's causing a lot of issues. So, it looks like a little bit of everything, but with that Justice card on the bottom, it tells me they're cleaning it up. You'll be all right. Yep. They're cleaning it up, so it's just going to take some time. Yeah. Yeah. What percent of the people are awake? Globally, we are... let's just look and see. I'm looking for high numbers. Joe's wanting to go in a spaceship. I don't blame you. I think they'd be faster, wouldn't they? Let's look at some numbers and see if we can get an idea of how many people are awake. I think it's more than we realize. I mean, unless you've been living under a rock. I'm just going to do a quick pull and see what kind of numbers I get. Really? This is interesting. Well, we've increased it, but they're making a lot of changes to make sure we can increase it even more. All right, so it's interesting. These two cards, even after shuffling, came back in here. That's the death card. So apparently the information about, like, especially with the shots and when that COVID stuff comes out, the real truth about it, of the deaths and people that's died and suddenly or whatever, that's really going to wake some people up. It's really going to increase when our military steps in. All right. Number wise, I think globally we're sitting at around 75-80%, which is good. Okay. Now, but people are still feeling left out in the cold and they don't have a clue what's going on. And these probably are people that may never wake up. Now, fives are short lived, so let's just hope that they don't stay in that way. But they're the baby pages. They don't have a dark desire to move forward and start something new. A page of wands is desire to start a new beginning. They don't want to. And some of them are absolutely just are clueless and are scared to look forward to anything. Fear of the unknown. Blindfolded, and it could go either way. And then you've got a great big percentage of us that are standing our ground and doing our thing. Look at all the demonstrations over the last 2 years that have been global. That'll give you an idea of how we're doing. I think that's 75-80%. And then people, there are just quite a few that are just scared to death. All right. But apparently, all these big changes with that tower, their world's going to come crashing down because this is introducing major changes that they can't just sit back and ignore. They have free will whether they want to participate on the right side or not, but they have to look at their soul contract with that Lover's card. They're going to have to decide and remember consciously if they've agreed to be awake or not. Okay? But it looks good and it looks like it's coming. You've got your Nine of Pentacles. If you know that you're sovereign and independent and you know your worth with that abundance, you're not going to have a problem. Chariot card is overcoming adversities and moving forward and not looking back in the past. So I'd say 75-80% at this point are awake, and the ones that aren't really just are too afraid or just don't have a desire to wake up. I think we're doing good. Yeah, I think that's your base card's the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of people are changing. They're flipping. They're reversing the way they think, flipping it and changing it around. So all these things, and can you imagine if fake Joe Biden gets us in a fake war? They're going to lose their marbles. You're welcome, Deb. All right. Cute, Nadia. This is when my sister, not wanting to wake up, sees something. She asks Nadia, what do your people think about this? Our people are awake and we're there to support each other. I like that card. Yeah. All right. Steel and Truth. I think they're scared and they just need reassurance. And I guess the question is, does she trust the opinion of your people? So, yeah, it's a scary thing, Deb, and I agree with that emoji, Joe. And it's just, unfortunately, that was their contract and that's their lot in life. And unfortunately, it would take a major tragedy and it shouldn't have to be that way. That is welcome, my people. But I agree, Deb. I don't want to jolt them awake so fast that um, they get depressed and take their own life and don't understand what's going on. Some of it they're never going to see. We know 10 times more than they'll ever see in their lifetime. They'll see some things. Yep. We are good people around here. All right. What else? Did I miss anything? Have I done everything? Done the airlines? If I missed something, y'all gotta tell me because Spirit don't let me remember nothing. While I'm waiting, if y'all think of something else, um, I'll do your oracle cards, your thingy cards. All right, they're good cards. Let's see what your base is. Perseverance. Well, isn't that what we're doing? We're persevering through whatever we need to. I think we've had these before. It's been a little while. Remember the joy in your life. Okay, things that bring you joy. Focus on that because that helps your energy and vibrations. All right. Now, perfection. It's also understanding the balance in your life to know that you're already perfect the way you are. Okay. Find the joy. That brings perfection. That you are love and you are light and you've got to love on yourself. Okay. Now, this one's interesting because I think it has a lot to do with ascension symptoms and things that we're dealing with. And that is forgiveness. Not only you forgive yourself, you forgive things that have happened to you or done to you in the past. You need to release that. It will help you ascend. We forgive. And if that includes yourself, then you need to include you've got to start with yourself. But forgiveness meditation and releasing things from past lives or in this lifetime and someone's done you wrong, we're going to persevere and we're going to see the perfection and joy in our life. Okay? These are things that Spirit's telling us that we can continue to do to help keep raising that frequency. All right? Yeah. We did survive 2022 and we're going to be all right through 2023. We're going to continue every day. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves and so overwhelmed with what's going on that we back out and quit because we're not quitters. Her eyes ascended and left her here. Okay. All right. You're all so funny. All right. So we've gone a little more than an hour. It's Friday night. I am going to go take cold medicine and get rid of this blah. My eyes getting better. But I'm still just junky and croupy, and it's wanting to go down in here, and we can't have that happening. I don't need pneumonia. You guys are so funny. Do you guys have plans this weekend for New Year's? Y'all do anything? Are you going to be like me and probably be in bed? And I have no intention of doing a show this weekend unless, of course, there's breaking intel and we need to get together and chit-chat about it. Other than that, I will meet with you on Monday morning for coffee. We'll talk and bring in the new year. That's my daughter's birthday, but I'll still do my show. She's a teenager. She'll probably still be asleep. Are you having a party? Oh, yeah, we can check on Deb's eyes. I'm sorry, I forgot. Watch the ball hit the floor. Yeah. Okay, Dragonfly, you have a blessed weekend, sweetie. Ring in the new year, okay? We love you. I'll see you Monday morning. Let's check Deb's eyes. See if it's ascension or she's just old, as you guys said. All right. But yeah, if I don't talk to you this weekend, I hope you all have a blessed New Year's, and we'll talk Monday, and we'll get started with our new year. And if there's something breaking, I guarantee you, the new year I think is going to. We've said that last time, and we had to wait another whole year, but There's one thing guaranteed in life. Time keeps going. All right. I agree, Michael. I don't have any desire to have parties. I had enough birthday celebrations and with Christmas and everything. I'll just do those little things, but not that kind of party. Deb, what's going on with the eyeballs? I think Nadia is correct. We need to do some forgiveness meditation with you. It's ascension, but it's a past. I'm messing with you. All right. I know you're on cloud 9, but we got to do some work on you. It's definitely ascension. It's about forgiveness and letting go of some stuff. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Let's wrap this up. That's a 10, but it's also a family card. Okay? It's a great blessing. They want you to ascend with great blessing and abundance and family-oriented attitude. Okay? Well, we got some problems. Okay. Something in the past. A 5 of Cups is that sad loss, disappointment, something you need to let go of. Okay? Because right beside of it is the 3 of Swords, and that's disappointment and disheartenment. So we need to just work on you and get you to release some things. It doesn't have to be in this lifetime. It could be an old life that your spirit wants to ascend higher, but it's still holding on to something in the past. Okay. This is a 4 of Cups, and it's trying to tell you to try to focus. Don't be daydreaming about, I'm going to go, when the universe is trying to bring you a message and go, but I need you to do this, okay? I want you to focus on this. Now, this is humanitarian and giving. This is a giving card. It's also a sibling card. If sausage fingers can pick it up. Remember, sibling, it could be a family member, okay? But this is offering a gift. Well, offer yourself a gift of having some relief from the blurry eyes, okay? But let's work on some forgiveness. Maybe you're offering the gift of forgiveness to yourself or someone else. If you do this, your blurriness will come and clear up very quickly. It'll bring you a balance, okay? But you've got some work to do. This is a family celebration for you personally, hearts and desire. You got some wands in here. So, and if you have a heart desire to move on, break some chains. He's well aspected. It means break old chains. Okay? So don't let them steal your truth. All right? With our thief. Don't let them steal your voice. Don't let them steal your integrity and your own personal justice with your thoughts and words. You need to let go and forgive. And Ace of Wands, have the heart and desire to start fresh. And Ace is a huge card. You'll have great success. Stop worrying about whatever's bothering you. It may be just it could be something really deep that you just haven't given any thought for a while. But when you do realize what it is or who it is, don't let it stress you out. Okay? It's going to be okay. This is another humanitarian gift-giving card. Give the gift to yourself and give the gift to someone else if there's someone that you need to let go and forgive. It's suggesting Spirit wants you to do that. Okay? They're just release. All right. There's something in your past. We just haven't figured out what it is. Maybe something that happened to you as a child, because that's a baby page. Some secrets with the 4 of Swords. All right. Use your love and light. This is well aspected, so Hierophant means use your vibration and love and light to expand, because you're going to be helping yourself. Okay? Yeah. And brother, it could be a baby page. I'm going to look and see if it's... Yeah, you have the sibling card. And you've got pages and... Yeah. Well, every character in here is male. And then the first one was male and female on a family card. So if you feel that resonates with you, if you have an issue with your brother, absolutely. But I have a sibling card in here for you. So yeah. All right. Just work on it, and Nadia will help you. Well, I'll help you. Oh my gosh, Nadia. She's dragging out toys. All right. All right. All right. So Deb's not going blind. Yay. Beautiful. You're welcome, honey. Okay. Then it's just an ascension. You're just stuck in your ascension. So, and the way to break through that barrier is to do some forgiveness meditation. All right. Okay. Wow, that conversation went somewhere else, didn't it? Dumplings in shock. Sausage fingers. Yep, they are, but it's because I can't feel them. I mean, I can, but they're just tingly. You're all so funny. I love y'all so much. Anyway, Monday morning coffee. We'll do a little something. We'll bring in the new year and we'll talk about some of our goals. We'll talk about my schedule if it's working for you guys. If you all want me to add another show, um, I mean, it's a possibility. Never know, because I want to try to balance it out. And I mean, we don't normally do too much breaking news. I did that one night because it was Christmas, but well, Nadia, you guys have been just as good to me. And we're in this for the long haul. We're going to keep doing this together. It's been beautiful. Just really shocked tonight that, I mean, we've been going 2.5 hours long. We've gone not even an hour and a half tonight, but it also goes to show you that there's not really a whole lot of headlines. It's just kind of quiet. Now let's give it the weekend and see if this ringing in the new year is going to change some things. And if anybody watches that ball drop and sees some comms, let me know. I'm sure somebody in the community will find something. But it was good seeing you and talking to you. Of course, anytime you get a question, just write it down for the next show or let me know. I'll help as much as I can. Joe's got to go. All right. I will see you Monday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with some coffee. All right. I love y'all. Some love and some lights and all that good stuff. You all have a blessed weekend and a very happy and safe new year. Blessings to all y'all. That's all right, Gail. Watch the replay, honey. Debbie, it's good to see you, honey. You all just enjoy your weekend. I love you, and we'll talk Monday unless something happens. All right? Bye, Lisa. Thanks for joining us, sweetie. And Jonna. All of y'all coming in, joining the family. Good night. Michael, dance our way out of here. Everyone join the conga line. See you Monday. Love you. Blessings.